Hey guys, this is Hayden here again making another video. Today I want to talk about a breakthrough that I've had in understanding for myself moving forward and how I want to approach my life moving forward. So I've always wondered how icons in our society have been able to push through adversity and challenges to be able to achieve their goals and what they believe in. People like the Buddha, Mother Teresa, Olympic athletes, anybody who's really performing at a very peak, high-level performance, in their field. What keeps them going? What drives them? Because for most of my life, I have not felt a strong direction, a strong drive, or a strong need to do specific things. I've just kind of been interested in something over here, interested in something over here, but never like a current of motivation, of direction, of intention moving forward. It wasn't until this past week that I was able to understand that this is something that was lacking in my life. The reason I had this breakthrough is because I felt so disconnected from my life, so feeling kind of shallow and lack of meaning. And that's because I was playing a lot of video games. I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft. I've had a lot of time off this month, and so I generally don't really schedule what I'm going to do with my time. So I just kind of ended up sinking into playing games, a lot of games. At first it was fun. At first I had a good time playing the games because they're fun, right? Everybody enjoys having some challenges to do and, just playing for fun. But it became more and more evident that it was more than just playing for fun. When you're playing like 10 to 12 hours a day, that's like more than just fun. That's a problem. So, one day after gaming, I finished. I was kind of fried because I played a long time, and I thought to myself, most days at the end, I wasn't proud of what I'd done. I was like, I just kind of wasted that day, and like feeling kind of shallow and empty inside, like I hadn't really like contributed to something in my life. So one day, after several days of playing, I sat down and I was like, why am I playing this many games? What is it bringing to my life that I'm not bringing to my own life? Like, why am I defaulting to this structure? What support is it giving me that I'm not giving myself? So I looked at the game, and World of Warcraft is basically like life inside of a game, because you have this character that you're controlling, you have quests, you have different achievements that you do. Basically, you do one task, you get a reward, and you get better because of it. So it's basically very synonymous with what potentially you could do in your own life, but it's a much more simplified structure. It's much more guaranteed to give you a payoff, to give you a reward, so it's very fulfilling. You do a certain task, you get the reward. You get an upgrade. You get some kind of compensation that feels good because you put the work in and you see your character grow. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So basically, I'm playing these games because it's rewarding, because I'm getting a payoff from my work. And I'm like, well, why do I not feel good when I stop playing this game for 10, 12 hours? I was like, well, is this contributing to my life? Is this like bringing me the place where I want to go? And I was like, well, that's a good question. Where maybe I don't even know where I do want to go. So then I was like, well, what do I believe in? What do I cherish? What's important to me? What kind of person do I want to be moving forward? Where do I want to be moving forward? So I thought about that, and I was like, well, I really have always enjoyed spirituality. I've always enjoyed learning more about being a more caring person, being a more impactful person, being more mindful about the world and myself and others. And you've been doing Reiki, Hayden. You've been learning about shamanism. Those are things that are important to you. You'd love to do card readings for people, You'd love to do shaman walks. You'd like to go in the woods and help people be able to connect with nature in another way that they may have never done in their life, to really enjoy the space and not just walk through the forest. So those are all things that you love, that you want to do, Hayden. I was like, okay, yeah, that's true. Those are things that I do want to do. It's like, well, what are you doing in your life to create that? What do you need to do in your life to create that? I was like, that's a good question. So then I started thinking, what's important for me to do in my life? What do I need to do every day to reach that goal? What do I need to do long term, consistently over time, to be able to be that person that I'd like to be, to do the things that I'd like to do? And I know this may seem very simple and very straightforward, but something just kind of clicked in that moment. Something that I've never really fully understood, but I had a direction to go in. I have a pillar that I know is me, or at least it's where I'd like to go in the future. That will always change, that will always develop, but I have a direction, I have an intention, a goal, and that is going to be my focus. So anything that I'm doing in my day, it's going to be like a meditation. So if I ever am doing something, or if I feel like something's a little bit off, I'll come back to that goal, come back to that intention, and I'll take a second and be like, is this something that's helping me right now? Is this something that's bringing me towards my goal? And if it's not, then it's like, okay, well, what provoked me to go into that state? So an understanding of what got me sidetracked, or what got me on a detour, or what got me disconnected from my body. And so then it becomes a meditation of understanding what kind of patterns of behavior I'm having, and how to keep myself on track with what I'm doing. To kind of conclude this video, I think that purpose is not something that is handed to us. Sometimes it is. If you have a child, that's probably something that's going to be very important in your life and may be your purpose. But oftentimes, we need to create our own purpose. We need to find what we believe in. We need to know what's true for us. And we need to create that structure to be able to move forward in that direction. Because you care so much about it, because you believe so much about it, it's something that you will love to do, things that you will want to do. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Hopefully it resonates on some level. My hope is that you can maybe go through some of that same thought process that I went through in this video to help you find maybe what you believe in, what your strengths are, what you want to do in this world, where you would like to go. And maybe that'll help you to find what your passion is, what direction you want to move in. Because, it took me this long to figure out that that's something you need in your life. You need to have direction, have goals, have something to look forward to. And, it seems silly, but some people just don't have that, even to adulthood. Some people don't have that structure yet. So if you don't have that yet, you can have that sense of purpose. You can have that sense of meaning moving forward. If I can do it, you can do it. There's lots of people in the world, those icons that we value so much, they just had very strong purposes, very strong goals, and they worked every day, slow and steady. They had a meditation. Their meditation was, this is what I would like to do with my life. This is what I'd like to contribute to the world. And every day they did one or two or three things. As you get better at it, it just becomes part of your life. But that's what they did. They built the foundation to be able to be the people that they became, like the Buddha, Years of practice, tried many different things, was determined on finding what enlightenment was. And he continued to practice every day, rigorously every day. That's an extreme example. You don't have to be the Buddha. You don't have to have the extremes. But what matters is that you are following something that you are passionate about, something that you believe in, and something that you can follow. So with that, feel free to leave a like or a dislike. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comments below. It's nice to hear what other people have felt based on what I've shared. So I appreciate your feedback. And if you'd like to see more videos that I've made, you can check out my channel, Informal Inquiry. And if you'd like to be notified when I post new videos, you can subscribe and then click the notification bell. So thanks for watching, guys. And as always, seek your truth and take time for yourself. All right, guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.